Aloha! This is Pete Jalbert of the Maui Real Estate Team. I would like to give some thoughts on the July 2013 Maui real estate market statistics and the general state of the market. July was a pretty strong month for sales activity, with home, condo, and land sales outpacing what we saw last year during July of 2012. The difference in home and condo sales was particularly significant. There was a 28% increase in the number of homes sold and a 29% increase in the number of condos sold. Luxury condo sales were particularly noteworthy last month, continuing a trend we have seen throughout the year. There have been 62% more condos sold over $1.5 million in the first 7 months of this year compared to the first 7 months of last year. Somewhat surprisingly, we aren't seeing an equivalent bump in luxury home sales. The luxury home market has seen one fewer sale through July of this year compared to what we saw through July of last year. I thought the decrease in median sales price for homes was also worth discussing. It isn't necessarily a sign of decreasing property values on island. If anything, we're continuing to see a broadening segment of the Maui real estate market realize increases in values, with some communities in price ranges seeing strong gains in values. If that's the case, why did median prices decrease? The long and short is that median price is driven only partly by changes in values. With a small enough market, Maui often sees shifts in median due to the change in the distribution of properties sold. Of late, the 2013 monthly medians have typically been quite a bit higher than the same months of 2012 due to a combination of price increases and a greater percentage of activity at the high end of the market. This month, there were more sales at lower price points for home sales, helping drive down the median. This is a cautionary tale about reading too much into the shifts in median. Be wary of market discussions that use changes in medians as an absolute representation of changes in values. Overall, what's the current state of the market for buyers and sellers? One thing you need to keep in mind, sales numbers are something of a lagging indicator when it comes to current market activity. We're seeing fewer properties under contract now than we did in the spring. We may be seeing a modest decrease in buyer demand due to the rise in interest rates. That being said, the change in activity is not drastic. Well-priced properties are still getting attention. Well-priced homes in the lower price ranges are going under contract quickly and often receiving multiple bids. This is particularly the case when inventory is limited. Buyers looking in those markets would be advised to get pre-approved if they require financing. Many sellers require pre-approvals with offers. It's to your disadvantage to not be pre-approved in a competitive bidding situation. Pre-approval is also a good opportunity to talk to a mortgage professional and get a true sense of what you can afford. Sellers will find varying levels of buyer activity in the current market. If you own a home below or around the median prices, a well-priced property should get a lot of interest in this market. If you're in a part of the market where supply is higher and demand isn't quite as strong, you will need to take a different approach to the sale of your home. If you want to sell quickly, sellers will need to look closely at current inventory and recent sales and position yourself well against the competition. That about wraps up this month's review of the Maui real estate statistics. Your comments and questions are always welcome. Aloha!